Hey there, YouTube. We're back with another gameplay video between myself playing the new Janemba Mill Leader and Russell playing Hercule. He's playing a kind of standard blue Hercule deck, but with the new Gogeta stuff in there. And I'm playing kind of this, I don't know, weird put together version of Janemba we put together, just messing around with. It's pretty cool, and you'll see the kind of the power of it, what it does, how it can kind of take out all these leaders that, you know, draw gigantic hands and, you know, go through the deck way too fast. Janemba really, you know, punishes them big time, and you're going to see that here in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and swing at his leader. If you don't know what the new Janemba leader does, he, when he swings at anyone, it's going to force your opponent to put 2 cards from the top of the deck into the drop, and then he draws 1. So it's really good. You don't actually have to attack their leader to get the effect, which is pretty great for this kind of leader that wants to take the game long, doesn't necessarily want to do damage to their life. Your end game is getting them to deck out. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Crisis Crusher here. And it's a new BCC promo card. What it's going to do is not allow his 1-drops to attack, which I don't know if he really has that many, but because Hercule plays a ton of 1-drops, the negates, the all the announcer cards, I get to KO one of those every round or every turn. And it limits his combo potential. And a lot of times Hercule, what he wants to do is play out these really cheap cards and then combo with them from the field. And Crisis Crusher kind of punishes that kind of play. So you'll see that happen. I think I forget that that's an effect for the first couple turns. And I go, oh, I could actually kill those guys you're trying to use. Sick. So with Janemba, you know, it's a mono blue deck for the most part. There's a couple black and red cards just for, you know, draw power and kind of these tech cards to do certain things to certain people. So I'm going to play this, I don't know if it's called Psyche A Demon card, but it's the first in the line of the Janemba chain. Essentially, you get to, I believe it's look at the top 7 cards of your deck and grab a Janemba card and put it in your hand. Which is pretty cool. You know, it's just a search, but it's also an evolved target. Then we're going to try to do that next turn, I believe. So I'll go ahead and shuffle my deck back in there. And then you always want to swing with your leader, no matter what. You want to deck them out as quickly as possible, even if it gives them cards out of their life. So we're going to swing. He's going to mill 2, and we're going to hopefully do some damage. We'll see. He might combo out of it. I'm not sure. But I don't know. This deck's pretty sick. And with that new, you'll see in my hand, I've got quite a bit of defense here. I've got the Dimension Magic, which brings back 2 blue energy when you use it. You can also tap out, take a life for it if you have 5 cards in the drop, which is pretty sick. It's going to allow you to do things like negate an attack, bring back 2 energy, then play a Mafuba to get rid of another attack. It's pretty cool, and people don't see it coming, and they should with the new, like it being probably the new hotness in blue. They should definitely see it coming, but they might not. It's pretty cool. Very powerful. It's kind of like just a better Whis Coercion. So Russell's going to grab, he's going to, you know, look at the top 7 with the announcer Ever Curious, grab a Play-by-Play Pro. He's going to want to use that on defense to negate, or if he gets two big dudes out there, or 2 World Tournament guys, he's going to play that to draw 2, which is pretty sick. So he's going to swing at lead, and we'll see what I do here. I believe I negate. So one of my strategies I employ when playing against Hercule decks is just as much as possible negate their leader attacks so they don't get that combo and draw. And it's really going to slow them down and make them kind of break their game plan. And because I have the Crisis Crusher out there, because he wasn't able to attack, he's not going to be able to combo that guy on board. And I can just KO that guy. And it's gonna keep him from getting that combo potential. Although I don't think I'd do it here because I'm an idiot, but that's okay. We're learning things. We're trying stuff out. And going into nationals, we've been doing quite a bit of testing here on Untap, and it's hard out here, boys. Like the things that beat certain things don't beat other things or lose to everything in the field, and the overlooming cloud of the Storm decks 1-2 swap are still there, and they're still extremely dominant. So I'm not sure what we're going to end up playing. We got a couple things on the back burner we want to try out, but you know, with a week left, it's not looking good, boys. It's hard out here, but we'll get there. We'll see. Now that we got cards in hand, picked up my my boxes yesterday. Got through them, got good pulls, a couple SPRs. Did not pull the secret rare. Pretty lame. But yeah, I'm going to play, Kami here. It's not super great because he doesn't really need it. Like, I don't need the effect, but it's a play one, draw one. That's okay. So I'm not really trying to get going too fast here or tap out. I know that he's gearing up for his Goku Oob turn, so I don't want to tap out necessarily. I want to have a Mafuba open to get rid of one of those guys if he does that. And so I'm not really going straight in the Janemba chain, which may be a mistake by me to not just go straight into it and just slam him as hard as possible with the mill. But sometimes doing different things, trying different things out might pay off. So if you see last turn, I didn't use that Crisis Crusher attack, which is a mistake. I should have been KOing at least one of those Ever Curious. So it's a minor screw up, not a huge deal, but versus Hercule, if he gets those cards out there and he can play the counter one, the play-by-play pro, he's going to get draw 2, which isn't actually necessarily bad for me because I'm trying to deck him out. So letting him draw, actually, that might be the right strategy, is just let him draw like crazy and keep punishing him for drawing too fast. So I know this mill leader really changes the aspects of the game, what you're trying to do, what your opponent's going to do, and you're going to run into it. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to do things differently. In these burst leaders, you're not going to want to burst unless you really have to. With decks that draw like crazy, you're going to want to slow down a touch or speed up. Really, the two ways to beat it is to not draw that much and beat it within 4 or 5 turns, or beat it super fast and don't even let the draw or the mill effect really affect you. So he passes turn. I'm going to draw. See what I do here. I think it's Vegito time, I believe. And I'm going to finally use that Crisis Crusher ability. I believe in our chat, I just started cracking up because I'm an idiot, but that's okay. So we're going to actually put down the Psych Demon. Don't want to need him. We got an Evolve target out there. We'll see what I do. So he's got 23 cards left in deck. That's quite a bit, actually, for this stage in the game, considering I have 26. But we'll see here how quickly I can turn the tables. So I'm going to swing with lead, draw a card, got another super combo. That's great for us. We're going to put pressure, make him combo cards he doesn't want to have to combo, or defend our life. So with the Janemba deck, you really want to be protecting your life quite a bit. Like you want to be stalling. You want to make the game go super long, force him to play his big threats, Mafuba them, and you'll see that later in the game here. That's exactly what I end up doing. So I'm going to actually evolve into Childish Heart Janemba, which is great. And then I'm going to do he's an evolved barrier card, which is cool. So you can put him out there and leave him out there if you want to have a big turn. And I'm going to do one more energy to search for a Janemba from deck, put it in the warp, and then grab a Janemba from warp and put it on top. So all the Janemba cards that we have in the deck are all the 4 cost and lower, the promo ones, and I believe ones from the actual set. But this is a tough decision here because he doesn't... So the Janemba cards KO stuff, and I wasn't sure which one to grab. And they all kind of are useless, so I took some time here reading them. We're not super familiar with the cards, so... Phantom Strike is going to put a card to the warp and lets you choose one Janemba with energy cost or 5 and put it into play, which is pretty cool if you're playing the other Janemba leader, but in this one, it doesn't really affect it. I think we just have it in here as another target. So I think I grab Demon Sword here. This one, I believe, KOs someone and then makes them mill 2 when you activate main. It puts it to the bottom of the deck. So it's pretty cool. It recycles them, puts them back in the deck. So you're going to get them again and be able to, I think there's one of the Janemba cards or something that grabs one from the bottom and puts it in your hand or puts it into play or something. So you're able to kind of cycle those through and keep playing them. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to swing. He's got critical. What's really great about these cards having critical is that you're going to swing. You're going to hopefully force them to combo because they don't want to take the crit. And at least first with Hercule, he's going to combo and that's going to cause him to draw if he wants to. And most people are going to do that. So it's kind of double duty. You're forcing his hand down. You're forcing him to draw through your deck. You're furthering your win condition in a big way. And you're going to see here in this next, I think, 1 or 2 turns, Russell's going to go from just about right with me in terms of hand size or deck size. And he's going to drop way down. And when he does that, it kind of locks him out. And what what it does is it's going to keep him from being able to do certain things. Like the 5-drop Vegito is going to draw 2 cards. It's actually really dangerous once your deck size gets low. So you're trying to force them into a position where the cards in hand don't help them, and they're going to have to not activate effects or not play certain cards, and then you're just going to slowly dwindle them down and lock them out of the game. And it's really cool. I like the deck a lot, actually. I'm a big fan of the mono blue control decks, and it's been a while since I played those, but they're really fun. And this one's a pretty good example of that. So we're leaving. I believe I have 5 cards in the drop now, so I can use Dimension Magic to bring back 2 energy with just taking a life. But I'm gonna leave an energy up here just to not have to pay that cost and get me, 2 energy back. So I'm gonna pass to Russell. He's getting up there in energy. He's got 5. He's gonna put down a 6. He's got 14 cards in hand, which is quite a bit. But you'll notice his cards in hand is actually now more than his cards in deck, and it's a really dangerous position. If he doesn't have a kill turn here, and I can get out of something, he's gonna lose. He's like, I'm gonna be able to play multiple of the Janembas in one turn, and it's gonna punish him big time. So he puts down the Vegito, which is, that card's bonkers. It's basically Cell Chain and Chain Zeno in one. So get rid of your whole hand, draw back 3, and then draw back 3, so it's random. And then he's Triple Strike, Deflect, Barrier, so you can't really do shit to him. And he just comes in going for game. So what he doesn't know, and I think I just take the damage here. We'll see. See what he does. Who's gonna swing? Yeah, just take the damage. So it fills your hand back up, which is nice. And because we protected the life, he's not really going to be able to kill us this turn. So we're going to be able to survive. So I'm just going to take it, and it's going to get me into Awaken range. It's going to make my next turn really large, and that's okay. Let's see. So yeah, my hand went from 3 to 8 real quick, and that's what we want to do. We want to kind of get those cards back in hand that we need and have a big turn. So we're going to charge the Gohan. Sad Gohan. I love that card, but it's really not helping us here, especially when he's got 30k on board. We're going to want to get rid of that card, or I think I actually let it stay out in the field, which isn't great, but let's see what I do here. I was trying to decide. So I have the Janemba in the bottom right there that allows you to play it for 1 if you don't have any battle cards in play. So I'm thinking here, do I want to get rid of these 2 cards on board? Do I want to keep them as combo power? And I think I'm going to attack with Leader. So that's going to make him mill 2, go to 9 cards. And like, I'm not on the other side, so it's not as, potent, but we're not really going for that. We're not going to kill him. We're trying to kill him through his deck. So it doesn't really, the extra 5,000 is not a big deal. So I think I combo off the 2 cards here. Yep. And here's me not knowing how to use Untap because it's a ridiculous app that makes no sense to me. With tiny little controls, but it's cool. Play it. It's great. Great way to test. So I'm going to clear my board so I can play this Janemba for 1 cost. And so I believe the requirements to play it for 1 cost are your opponent having, I think it's 4 or more energy, and you having no battle cards on board. So I play him for 1, but I'm able to play, I believe, the other 4-drop on the same turn, Awaken, then have 2 energy back. We'll see if I do that. I think that's what I do. Taking my time. So he's in here drawing. So I believe when he used the Unbreakable Son Goku card, he decided not to do the Hercule effect, which this is what happens when you get your deck down so low, and 1 card being gone punishes you big time. So, and I'm going to be able to take, and I think he did the math here. He's like, you could take 4 cards from my hand this turn. And I believe that's correct. So I'm going to play this one, play the other one, get him down to 4 cards. And oh, I play Vegito. So I believe my thinking here was all I have to do is get some. He's going to pass. I'm going to take 2 cards away. It brings him to 6. He's going to pass, or I'm going to pass. And then he's going to draw 1. That's going to bring him down to 5 cards in deck. I have quite a bit of combo potential in my hand. So he's going to have to do at least, he's going to have to swing twice, essentially, to kill me. And I believe I still have 4 life left, or 3. So he's going to have to kill me with a triple striker to get through this Vegito. And we're not going to let that happen. So we're going to do the auto here. It's the end of the turn. Believe that thing goes to the warp or bottom of the deck. One or the other. Looks like bottom of the deck. And he's going to mill 2 cards. Brings him to 6. It's really dangerous for Hercule because everything he wants to do is draw cards. So it's going to lock him out of half his hand probably and half the things he wants to do. So we'll see here. We'll see what's going on. We got 4 cards in life. He's got 3 cards in life. Looks like. I don't know how. He's just taking damage. He doesn't care. He knows I'm not trying to kill him through that way. So we got a buttload of energy. He's got a Gogeta on board. He's actually looking like he's in good position here, but because of that Vegito, and actually this is the big disruptor here. So he's able to play another Gogeta, which is going to put my whole hand back in my deck. And then I draw 3 after I shuffle here. And we'll see. And luckily for us, the heart of the cards paid off. And we're going to get a Mafuba, which is exactly what we need for the Gogetas here. So he played Gogeta using Union Fusion, which makes you discard the Goku and the Vegeta of equal power. So 2 15,000s. I think he accidentally put the Oob out there, which isn't a big deal. Just put it back in your hand. I get to see what's in his hand. That's what you do, Russell. You're weak. So he's just playing this. It's cheap. A cheap hitter. He's gonna be able to do that. He's just going to pressure me. Put another 20k body on board to try to swing in. What he doesn't know is I'm willing to combo my entire hand to get around it, because I know if I get to 1 more turn, I win, pretty much. He's going to swing. I will not negate this one. So we're going to save it. I think he's probably only going to combo up to 25 or 30. And he does. I know I can get out of that. He's not going to waste his whole hand. So I'm going to use a super combo, draw 1. We're going to Crisis Crusher. We'll play that. So I'm going to keep the Vegito in hand, because hopefully we're going to use that next turn to lock him out again, and he's not going to be able to get through it all. So if you get 2 Vegitos on board and he's got 5 cards in deck, it's game over. Like there's no way he's getting through that. So I'm going to Mafuba him. Does lock us out of energy. We are in a kind of tough position here, but he's going to swing in the Vegito. That's okay. We don't care. We did our work. And now we still have 4 cards left in our life. He's not going to be able to kill us. So, and that's fine. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want him to pass. He's got 2 Vegitos out on board. Amazing. And look at that, boys. We got another Mafuba, aka we win. Oh, and another Mafuba. We double win. So what we're gonna do here is just swing, make him mill 2. He's gonna go down to 3 cards in deck, which I think that's what he's doing. Is he doing that? Oh, and the other thing this Janemba leader does is if you have a blue card in hand, if they swing with someone, you discard it once a game, and it's going to negate that attack. And that you can't interact with that. Battering laser doesn't work. None of that shit works. It just does it. It just says no to your attack. And it's awesome. So he's got 1 Gogeta under Mafuba. I think Russell even said, if you have another Mafuba, it's GG. And he doesn't know that I got 2. So what's good? He's going to attack once here, and that's fine. I don't care. He's got a combo. Hopefully it makes him draw. But I think he says no combo. But he does have to draw 1 for the attack, which is slightly painful. So we'll see what goes on here. I think I don't care because I know I have 2 Mafubas in hand, so anything he throws at me, I'm going to be able to stop pretty much. And he plays that Gogeta, which I have a feeling he didn't have sparking. Oh, he's comboing that one. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's just going up to 20,000, 25. So, I mean, what he doesn't know is I don't care. Cool, hit me once. And I'm gonna be able to Mafuba his big guy at the end here. So at this point, Russell just says, "I'm done. Let me scoop. You beat me." And I say, "Hold up. You sure?" Because I got another Mafuba and another Dimension Magic, and it was triple GG around the board. So hopefully this game showed you guys how, you know, the Janemba kind of takes some of the stronger decks in the last format and just kind of shits on them. You know, he probably could have done some things, and I actually got really lucky on the Mafuba draws, but it is what it is, and if you draw too fast, Janemba's going to punish it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. Always looking forward to that. And we'll see you at Nats next week. So peace out.